Hi, hello, welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I want to just get in here, fit in here, and see what we got going on. Let's get started. This is on my spirit, so I want to kind of just do it. We're going to do some bona fide spiritual counsel. Let's see what we got. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. This will be the major arcanas of the Cosmic Coven Oracle. Excuse me, Cosmic Coven Tarot. And if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We're going to erect a pyramid. So that'll be all 22 major arcana. So we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Tower. Hold on just a second. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Devil. Uh-oh. The Chariot and the Star card. So that'll be the baseline for this reading. So today, as we convene the Spiritual Council, presided by Serene Priestess Abossi, the overall energy for this entire meeting will be Wheel of Fortune, Devil, Chariot, and Star. So Wheel of Fortune with the Chariot means an destined victory. Wheel of Chariot with the Star means, again, destined victory, but it also means like a celebrity or overnight success. The Star card with the Devil can talk about a dark future or pessimism. Chariot with the Devil talks about digging underground, going to the underworld. Wheel of Fortune and the Devil talks about business deals, typically land development or gemology. So that's another indicator of digging underground. Wheel of Fortune and the Star talks about a timeline correction or restoration. And then we have the Fool here with the Strength card, Hangman, and the Emperor. So we are destined to have some type of elevation. There's going to be a come up of some kind. There's also like a new fortune, new destiny, an unexpected victory as well. Chariot with the Fool. I mean, okay, so the Chariot is relevant, but I meant the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune mean like an unexpected victory. Right now, our victory is delayed or, yeah, delayed victory, however, because of some type of need to be ahead of the times or future pacing. So we're a little bit alien with this Emperor and the Star card. There's something about us that doesn't quite fit the status quo, is not easy to discern. And then this is about overcoming the devil. So there can be this energy of needing to kind of have that battle of light and dark, needing to overcome the shadow, needing to overcome the lower nature, and also needing to leave behind ignorance, falsities, fear, illusion. So there is some kind of cycle here with the chariot, with the high priestess. High priestess in the chariot means some kind of secret initiation. High priestess, lovers, empress, and magician. So one other thing that I'm getting is that the universe could be waiting until we sync up, link up. It can be with the group, but with the empress and the emperor coming out this way, I feel like it's us against the world. So like we need to be partnered up, find our heaven spouse. There might be some fears related to romance or love or something. And it's true. There's a union coming up. Our deepest soul's need is calling out. Those of us who are watching know Are we yearning and hankering for some, not really touch, but union? Got it. So this is the Justice card, but I heard La Justicia with the moon. So that's psychic investigation. We might need to do some type of um, 1111 Divine Lover series. I'll do that soon. With the Tower, there's going to be some sudden insight around the feminine's feelings or stature, or the feminine may express some rage. Hierophant, Judgment, Sun, Temperance, Death, and the World card. So there's a chapter ending here related to a twin or related to spiritual perfection. This spiritual perfection has to do with either a union, vows, an oath, or some type of duty and obligation to the divine. That duty and obligation to the divine is the thing that we need in order to be successful in every other area of our life. So the linchpin here is that our spirituality and perhaps some type of union. It might be union to a priesthood, a sisterhood. It might be union to a twin. So if it's a priesthood, we're all under one spirit. If it's a sisterhood, it's devotion to a specific deity. If it's a twin, we're in a sacred union that is the equivalent of some type of spiritual throne. So again, all of our success comes after two things. First of all, we need to get spiritual. It can also have to deal with an oath, a vow. Second of all, we need to get matched up. It may not be to a person. It can be, like I said, to a sisterhood, a brotherhood, a priesthood. But we do need to be in alignment. We do need to fall in line, and we do need to be obedient. That much is very clear. So, what is this timeline restoration? Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. Yeah, we're supposed to be in some kind of golden goose situation, gilded. Okay, well, some kind of relationship is being worked out. Right now, there needs to be some clarity with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So what's this Chariot and the Star then? Is there some kind of destined victory or whatever? Yeah, there's something hidden here. Everything is based on this connection. Say it like that. Okay, so there's some karmic lesson, something's being depleted, and the onus is on us. We're in the higher position or the favorable position. This other side is going through karmic lessons and also spiraling out a little bit if, they need to mature. But part of it is we probably need to handle or give them information or something. Part of it is because they can sense, but they don't know. Perhaps they don't have the spiritual acumen that we do. Yeah, odious opinions, unrelatable, unsympathetic, unpleasant opinions, creating doubt in the connection, fragmentation of the soul, fall. So we should have been handled up on this in like the last few weeks of last year. even if it's not the fall, like if you don't live in a hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, then something is kind of depleting here. We need to give some affection, adoration. They need to give some to us as well, but they're reinventing themselves and we're going through a dark night of the soul. So we're having deep development, but also we need to confront a few things because there's increased awareness within the self, within the soul, and that would also necessitate integrating those lessons. We can't just have deep, powerful, moving thoughts. We need to do something about those thoughts and revelations and recollections, etc. Yeah, so there is some type of future romance. I'm just going to put that out there because it's saying here that love will lift us up to a higher status. It'll bring out divine qualities like princeliness and knighthood, lover. But also, there's fear right now, and we need to have this willingness to take care of the other person. Doesn't mean all of that, supporting them and all of that, but we need to have a desire to assist the situation because we're in a higher amount of knowing. Since we know better, we need to be the one to kind of lead the way. We need to maybe take command or take charge. And if we're in the feminine energy, it doesn't mean that we tell the person what to do. A feminine takes charge by saying, here's the standards and the boundaries I need to lay down. You handle up on that. The masculine would, there's just, I feel like I'm going to start talking genders and that's a little bit off, but I want to use archetypes here. Masculine energy is extroverted, it's more out in front and it's more active and practical. Feminine energy is more intuitive and creative and it's more introverted and it's I wouldn't say passive, but it's behind the scenes. Because something here has fooled the connection. I don't really feel that there's been manipulation, but maybe a little bit of double-sidedness. And we do need to transcend some type of stuffiness or predictability or convention. Yeah, somebody here does need to be a little bit strong. Strength of skill, discipline, toughness of will, stoicism, self-sacrifice, conquering the ego. Because there is an energy here that would love it if this connection doesn't go together. And frankly, it's the oath breaking energy, which is probably the primordial being called the Leviathan. The suggestion is that we overcome any type of basal fear, which means lust, lewdness, fear itself, whatever shadow, procrastination, laziness, whatever kind of venial sin, whatever type of vices that we have, overcome them. It's easy too. It's not difficult here. We also need to be the one to communicate things, to lead the conversation. And I'll be honest, it's putting us in the masculine energy and them in the feminine energy. So if we're female bodied or assigned or identified, that means we're less in our creative and nurturing energy and we're more in our visionary and action taking energy. And then even if the person that we're connected to is, male assigned or identified or bodied, as you would call it, they're in their nurturing and creative and subtle energy. They also are of immense spiritual power. So they're like a source to be tapped. They're not necessarily the thing that leads and guides, which is very much akin to the feminine. And they will make movements. It's not like they're inert, but they're inert. They're dynamic, very dynamic, but they're inert right now. We need to pull from them as a source and not expect them to lead us, at least not right now. Because we need to give them some information or feed them some energy, and then that will spark something. And frankly, it's saying that they are more in their spiritual perfection, and we're the ones still healing, evolving, whatever, what have you. And honestly, I feel like I'm talking to a masculine person. Somebody here could have their sun in Scorpio to a lesser degree, Aquarius rising. Somebody might have their Mercury in Virgo or in Aries, but if your Mercury is in Aries, you're definitely not a Scorpio. You could be an Aquarius. I feel like I'm talking to Aries, Aquarius energy and Scorpio, Virgo energy. This was a quicker message here. So, what is this overcoming? It's saying that mainly we need to overcome vice and fear. We don't always need to wait for motivation or wait for the desire to do something. Sometimes the path shows up when we begin to take action. Sometimes it's not necessary to wait to take action until a path is clear. Sometimes we create the path by taking action. It doesn't mean we forge the path. We don't necessarily need to be a trailblazer. Really, what it is when you put one foot in front of the next, sometimes the path becomes clear. It's like walking down an endless hallway full of doors. You only see the next couple doors when we're stationary, but if we start moving, we'll see more and more and more doors. Once we're in motion, more options become clear. I want to know what this energy of great spiritual power is talking about. I'm so agitated here. Um, Something is not yielding, and it's a great big opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, because we're confusing to this other side. They don't know how to work with our energy. Doesn't mean that we're confusing. It's nothing to defend. It's just as far as their perspective and their know-how and their understanding, they don't know how to navigate our energy. Which the solution to that is to advocate for what you want. But a feminine, okay, I'm agitated here. A feminine energy is not going to do that. That's not how a feminine energy is oriented. And I'm talking about energy, I'm not talking about a being, a person. The feminine energy is not going to set the pace or any of that. Think of feminine energy as a fertile field. You plant the seed and the seed will grow. period. And if the seed doesn't grow, it's because you didn't nurture or water or provide enough sunlight or nutrients. It's not that there's anything wrong with the field. It's not that there's anything wrong with the seed. But if you plant an apple seed, an apple tree will grow. If you plant an acorn, an oak tree will grow. It's not for the feminine energy to set the pace or set the tone. It's for the masculine. And I'm talking about archetypes here. If you're sitting there cursing at the screen, being, but I'm a woman, or that's not how it goes, or you've missed the point. It's not an argument, it's a philosophy. It's not even a actual factual. It's not something that needs to be agreed upon or disagreed. I'm talking about archetypes here. I really feel satiated with this. I do want to know what this spiritual perfection and sacred vow is, because we need to take oaths and go stand before the Lord together. I think that's the thing to work on. Um, so it's also saying that we're a little bit in the dark about love, but it might be that we're being kept in the dark or that we're acting in some kind of way that's keeping us in the dark. We don't know that all what this love is going to bring, but we do know that we have affection and feelings. I want to see what this low or slow communication is, but it's saying that there's a resolution coming after we conquer something. Because the other side is just waiting for their moment, and we need to do the work. And I know mostly feminine energy watches the channel, so I'm confused as to why it's talking to us like we're a man. Now I am talking about gender. Why is it talking to us like we're the dude and we need to throw it down or handle up or la di da, yada yada? Is this reading just for dudes? Because only 15% of the audience is masculine. So I'm a bit disoriented here, but we need to get tired of being left out and really. The thing with the Five of Wands for me is either pray to God or ask the universe for what you want. That's really the five. Unless you've been exiled or spiritually harvested or stripped, that's what the Five of Pentacles is to me. It's a person who is feeling left out, but they continue the narrative. Yeah, yeah, we need to face some kind of truth, and it requires strength and resilience. And sometimes you got to lean into pain and discomfort. Again, that would be guidance to tell the masculine, not the feminine. Honestly, like this makes sense if I look at it as if a man is watching this video or I'm talking to a man, because it doesn't work for the feminine energy. So of course, this is universal. Take it as it resonates, and of course, I don't mean to gender anybody, but this needs to be addressed. And I feel either unskilled or under resourced or unprepared. And preparation is part of professionalism. So I'm a little disoriented. There is some anxiety here, Seven of Wands. Yeah, so I need a negation here. There's some anxiety here about offering love, but the lack of anxiety, the lack of offering of love has made whoever we're connected to second guess or be kind of held in place. I want to see what this oath is about. Justice card with the Hierophant. We're supposed to be making some type of long-term committed offer to somebody. We should literally offer them long-term love. I'm gonna go. This is about love. Um, and love is the answer, desire is the key. And then Nine of Cups, so that's a resounding yes. That's exactly what we need to do. I'm sorry, but that's just exactly what this is. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing the privilege to do so. If anything resonates deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. This was a reading about our spiritual path opening up once we handle up on an affinity. So it can be that we get everything in life because we're spiritualized, but we become spiritualized because we're in love and we commit to that love, or because we pledge our fidelity to some type of, priestesshood or brotherhood, or because um, of some type of initiation. Most of us is going to be romantic, but those other two things that I mentioned are romantic, but it's spiritual love. It's not necessarily filial love. Most of it is going to be filial love, though. We had a lot of King and Queen of Pentacles in the clarifiers. So just a quick prayer for all those still lost of that illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped over the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to resplendent grace, the divine, unconditional, loving, universal oneness. Upon we love you, we're sorry, please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace. May you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, namaste, and divine ashe. So another that's Vidanya Vidazane. Take good care. Bye-bye.